He said he wasn't getting back out of line.
Back there, then I get over here and then over here. Yeah, over here, right? So they just loaded them up on the camera there.
The ladies that worked hard over there, I tell you, they hopped right on those frog legs, didn't they? Move your hat, and we'll present the colors of the United States of America.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I'd like to do is I'd like to say I caught the story that you said the state police stopped you, or you got. It's funny you say that. I did a records check and I got a warrant for your arrest. We didn't even talk. You can just meet me at the doors afterwards for a traffic violation from 1976. So, good story. Just a little bit about myself briefly. Chuck is a very important person in my life. His sons and I were best friends growing up. We all got into trouble together, and Chuck got us out of trouble. He was a retired state trooper, which is why I am what I am today. He retired in August of 2003. I became a trooper in August of 2003, and I took his badge number. I started when I got out of the Marine Corps after a deployment to Iraq. I had a job with the state police waiting on me. And when I got back from the deployment, I started with the state police. So I was an 8-year veteran in the Marine Corps and the Marine Corps Reserve. I did several deployments. My last is the initial invasion of Iraq in 2003. A lot of people would ask me about my time. Was I scared, or they're praying for me, they're worried about me? things of that nature. Frankly, I was born to do that. I'm just doing what I was born to do. God created us all for a purpose, to glorify Him in His image. And my purpose was to fulfill the calling of just serving. I always wanted to be a Marine. And then I knew I had to get out of the Marine Corps because it wasn't good for a family. I always knew I wanted to have a family. And then I wanted to be a trooper. So I have a lot of different titles. I've been called Marine, Trooper, Captain, Father, husband, Christian, and patriot. And one of my favorites is just being a patriot, because it's standing for the Constitution against enemies foreign and domestic. And in this day and age, that could be from a lot of different angles. But I believe in the United States and what it is about. And it is a blessed place. I've been around the world and seen what else there is to offer. The United States is holy ground in a lot of ways.
Amen.
Amen. And thank you for each of you being here tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your day.
First of all, thank you all for having us here tonight, having me here tonight. This is not a service-related injury, so we don't need to worry about that. But I am honored and humbled to be here this evening with so many supporters and so many wounded heroes. And it's an honor to be among heroes. Let me tell you just a little bit about my son. He was an Air Force combat controller. Actually, he was a special tactics officer deployed to Afghanistan in 2015. He was down in the Helmand province of Afghanistan. And his duties were basically controlling airspace. He served as a JTAC, which, when you watch the news and they talk about forward controllers calling in airstrikes on the bad guys, that's part of what he did. And then they controlled airspace. It was his third deployment, and I'll talk a little bit about his second deployment. But they were out at the airfield. American Special Forces were surging into the area. He was 2 weeks from coming home. He was actually bringing his replacements to their location. They'd been working the airfield for 36 hours, and we're going back to the compound. And he'd been there for several months, so he knew the way back. They were in a 7-vehicle convoy. He was driving the lead vehicle because he knew the way. They cleared 2 checkpoints and got to the 3rd checkpoint. Their Afghan interpreter basically turned on. The 2 guards at the gate in Afghani uniforms opened up on the convoy. Seeing what was transpiring, he got on the radio, warned the rest of the convoy, put the bus in reverse, put his foot on the gas, and died. It swung the bus around to the point where the Green Beret on the bus with him were able to open up on the bad guys and take them out. And they tell me he saved a lot of lives that night. He was posthumously awarded the Silver Star for his actions that night. And since then, we've learned several things about our son. Kind of a recurring theme here, but he was pretty good at what he did. He believed in what he was doing, and he was well respected.
All over the state, especially in Shelby County, Kentucky. You're on.
Thank you so much, Chuck. Chuck's has been a blessing to me. I wouldn't want to take away from anything.
All the money goes to charity to help these folks. When I say that, Kentucky Wounded Heroes, we're so proud of that group. What do we got first, Troy? Got to set it. You gonna stand with guys wounded?
Okay. Okay, so what we have here is a company called Delta Star out of Winchester, Kentucky. They donated two different knives. One of them is a Chico Diablo knife. I think.
Let's just sell it.
I don't know which one is which.
Fang's on the left, Chico's on the right.
Okay, so the Fang is the one I got?
No, that's what he got.
All right, one he's got is the Fang knife, and it's valued at $100. We're gonna start with that.
So one at a time. Who'll give me $50 to start the bidding? $50 anywhere, 20. Let's start at a $20 bid now. Give me 20. 20, got 20 right there now. 25, 25, 25, thank you now, 30. $30 here, 35. 35, got 35, I got $30 here now, 35, 5, 5, 5, 5. It's a $100 knife, guys. Got 35, thank you, now 40. Got $40 back there. Got 35, I need 40, 40, 40, 40, anywhere, got a 40 bid? It's for one of the knives, got 40 right here, thank you, sir. Remember, all this money helps these folks. Got a $40 bid right here, now 5. I need 45, 45, 45, 45, thank you, sir. 45, now 50. We give me 50. $50 bill, he'll give me 50. Got 50 now, 55, sir. 55 over here, 55 now, 60, now 60. Now y'all working me, $60. Come on, man. He says it's all done. Anybody else, $55. I'm gonna let it go. Half price. Sir, right over here, hold your number up, please. All right, sir, number 48. 55. Guys, we gotta sell this stuff. Thank you. Got 40 over here somewhere. Thank you. Number 48, got $40, now 45. You give me 45, now 50, sir. Got a $50 bid now, 55, 5, 5, 55, 5, 5, 5. Anywhere? Got a $50 bid and 5. Anybody else? Going for $50. 55, thank you, sir. Now 60. $60, now 65. Give me $65, I got a $60 bid and 5, 5, 65, now 70. We give me $70. Got a $65 bid and 70, 70, 70, 70. All done. Anybody else? Sold for $65. Hold your number up for me. 171. Thank you. Who's next? All right, guys, look at this. Wow. Jack Goose Gibbons signed these knives. This is a case. It's when Kentucky won the NCAA. Now, it wasn't the same year that Jack played, but he went in and signed a box for me. These knives are too good to use on the farm somewhere. Keep them in the box. All right, look at that. It's a case, I believe those are double X, signed by Jack Goose Gibbons. And they're valued at $130 a piece. We're going to sell them one at a time. We'll start the bidding at $50 on this knife. Who'll give me 50? That's a heck of a deal. Got $50 back there. Thank you. Now 55. 55, 55, 55, 55. Got a $50 bid. 55. Now 60. Now give me 60. Got a $55 bid. 60, 60, 60. Anywhere got $60. Now 65. Now 70. Got a $65 bid. I need 70 to stay in. Who'll give me $70? 70's all done. That's half price, guys. $65. Who'll give me 70? Let's sell it. 65, 65, anywhere 70. Sold right over there, sir. What's your number?
It's worth $150. They're all hand tied, every one of them.
Yeah, that's for the good fish. Crappie. That's for the good fish, Doug. Oh, man, look at here.
Worth $150.
How many's in there all total, Randy? How many?
135.
135.
45.
All right. They'll get $50 to start the bidding on the box. $50 on the whole set. Got $50. Thanks, are all hand tied. Got a $50 bid, now 5, now 55, now 60. You give me $60. Got a 55, now 60, now $65 back here, now 70, sir. Got a 60, now 70, now 75, now 80. He says he's done. Got a $75 bid, I need 5 more to stay in. 75, thank you very much. Got an $80 bid right there. Thank you, 85, thank you very much. Thank you, $90 back there, now 95. Thank you, 95. Will you give 100, sir? Got a $100 bid right here. I made that 100. All right, 105. Thank you very much. Now 110. Thank you. 110 now. 115. Anybody want in at 115? Thank you, sir. 115. Now 120. Thank you. Now 125. Now 130. Now 135. Now 140. I love this game. All right. We're at 135. Now 140. Now 145. Now 150. Who's been against you anyway? I love it.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
I'll make another one if they want it.
Okay. All right, she's at 145. All right, and listen, this gentleman back here, the hand ties, he said he'd make you another one. You'll contact him. He'll make you a setup, okay? Let's sell it for 145 right back there. God bless you. Raise your number up there. What a deal. What is it? 41? Number 41. What else we got there? Troy? Separate.
This is a $100 value. This is my gas Bowstrings. It's for one free high octane.
All right, got a $100 bid now, who'll go 100 and a quarter? 100 and a quarter back there now, 140. Let's jump them up. Give me 140. Thank you. Now 150 back there. 150. Got a $140 bid now. Need 150 to stay in. 140. You're all right at 140. Who'll give me 150? There's 4 tickets in there. What a great outing. That's cheap. Thank you, sir. 150. Now 155. Now 160. Y'all been under the dark at 160, now 165. Thank you, sir. 170. It's a great outing. I'll go with you. Thank you, sir. 170, 175. Now we go 180, sir. $200. Hey, look here. That's what I'm talking about. 205. Yes, praise the Lord. 205. Thank you. Got 205, now 210. 210, now 215. Now 220. Now 225. Now 230. 250. Man, this job is getting better all the time. 255 back here. 255. 260. 265. He's done. I swear, I quit him. 260. Sold right here, sir. Thank you for doing that very much. 174. 250, sir. Thank you. 250. Now, how about 275? Got 250 bid right there. Let's go 275. Thank you. 275. Now 300, sir. Or let's go. You go 300. Thank you. Now 305. We'll start going 5 at a time. Got $300 bid here now. I need 5. Stay in. 305 anywhere? I got 300. Thank you. 305 now. 310, sir. That's all done. All right. Got 305 back here anywhere? All right. Thank you, sir. Got 305 right there now. 310. Or was that 310? I think that is 310. Now 315. I need 315 to stay in. Will you give me 315? Are you all done? I got a 310. You're all done. Anybody else? That's a great price. Got one over here? All right. I got 310. That's 315. Now 320. Got 320 in the back. Now 325. Now 330. Now 335. Now 340. Now 345. Now 350. Now 355. Now $400. Look at here. Jump back. Got a $400 bid over here now. Now 405. Got 405. Got $405 in. What a nice gun. What a nice gesture. 405 now 410. 410 for a 30-06. It's not a 410. It's a 30-06. All right, he's in at 410 now 415, sir. He's all done. What a great bid. 400. Now 50. All right, got 50. Thank you. Now 55, sir. 55 now 60. 60. He says he's all done. 55 now. Thank you. 60. Now 65, sir. Says he's all done. You're in at 60 right there. Anybody else want to bid on? That's about half price. Thank you. 65. Over at Bud's Gun Shop. Got 65 now 70 to stay in. Got 65 now 70. Now 75. 75 anywhere. Got 75 back there. Now 80, sir. 75 and 80. Now 85. 85 now 90. Give me $90. But 85 back here, 95, Scott. All right, 95 and 100. Give 100. All right, 105. Got a man down here at 100. Anybody else? This is all done back there, 100. All right, so you, sir, right there, 174 for 100.
Spreadsheet set, tool set, valued at $105.
My dad said a man couldn't work in a pair of gloves, and I wore a pair ever since. Get that. All right. Troy. Let's sell it. What do you give me for it? $40 bid. Thank you, sir. Got a $40 bid now, 50 for the whole box. Got 50 over here now, 55. Give me 55. Got a $50 bid, 55 now, 60. He said he's done. Got a $55 bid back there. We give me 60. Got a $60 bid now, 65. Now 70. Now 75. Now 80. Now 85. Now 90. Now 95. Now 100, 105, 110. Says he's done. I'm glad I'm busy. 105, right back here. Anybody else? What a great price. Good bunch of tools. What's that number? I can't see it from here. Thank you, sir. 100. This is a work light. Or it can go on a boat. Yeah. Let's hold this part up right here. that light.
$175 value.
$170, it's heavy.
You have AC or DC plug-in. AC or DC plug-in will plug into a car.
Yeah, I imagine that.
Brand
What?
new, $175 value.
I can just fish at night with that. All right. We'll give $50 to start bidding on the light. I need $50 to get it started. Thank you. Now $55. $50 bid on the light. Case and all. $50 bid. We'll give you $55. $55 back there. Now $60. We go $60. Now $65. Now $70. Thank you, sir. $70. Now $75. Got $70 over here. Need $5 to stay in. $75, sir. $75. Got a $70 bid here. Who'll give me $75? Anywhere else? Thank you. $75. Thank you very much. Now $80. Now $85. Now $90. $90. He'll quit.
All three of these flags. Dad, Daryl, hand makes these. He sells these for $150. So this is a wounded hero who made this.
What's the value on the card?
$150.
All right, we'll start the bidding at $100. We still got three of them. Thank you. $100 right there. Now 1.5. He'll give me 105. Thank you. 1.5. Now 110. All right, we got 1.5 now. 110. 110 anywhere. It's a lot of work in there. All right, thank you. 110. Thank you very much. Now 115. Thank you. Now 120. Thank you. Now 125. Now 130. Now 135. Now 140. Now 145. Now 150. Now 155. Now 160. Now 165. He's winking. He's thinking. Got a bid back here for 160. We'll go 165 anywhere. We're going to sell a couple more too, so this will look good. Isn't that beautiful? We love that. We're at 160. Last call. Sell it right back here, ma'am. What's your number? 160. 41 or 160. Thank you. Okay. All right. I donated this thing. I don't know anything about fishing. So, and amen down there. First man raises his hand for $20. I'll give it to him. Sold right there. Raise your hand. I'll give you a number. What number is it? 166. The reason I say that, I got a bunch of those. If you want one, you can see me later. It'll be 50. All right, here's the mic stand. This is donated by a good friend of mine, Eldon, out of Lexington. It works great. Flicker on it. There's any catfish been in here. Nice piece. It's valued at $150, and we'll start the bidding at $100 on the catfish rod and reel. $100. All right, he'll start at $75. All right, he'll start at $50. Come on, guys. That's a real good piece right there. It really is. Doug, don't you fish for catfish? All right, I got a $50 bid back there. Thank you, sir. Now 55. Who'll give me 55? That's cheap. That really is. That's a third of the price. Got a $50 bid. I know y'all just don't fish. Thank you, sir. 55. Thank you. Now 60. Now 65. Now 70. Now 75. Now 80. Takes a while for y'all to get going, don't it? Got 75 back there. Thank you. 75. Anybody else? Raise your card up, sir, and I'll give it to you for 75. Number 7? Got you, buddy. Number 7. 75. You come right up here and get it a little bit, we'll get them out. All right, this is valued $100, I think. Is that right? About $100. It's a bait caster. Now, where are you, Doug Flynn? All right, buddy. Look at that. I don't even know who it's made by. It's an Eagle Claw. Yep. Go give me $50 to start the bidding on this. Remember, all your money. Got 50 over there. Now 55. $55. 55 anywhere. Got a $50 bid, 5 and 5 and 5. That's way too cheap, guys. $50 bid. Sell it. We got to get out of here. Number 22 for $50.
Yeah, your name's on the back of the ticket.